What's up, my friends? It's your friend Watchman Velador 83, and I'm coming at you with a new video. And like every year, I gotta break down the Economist cover for every year that is coming up. As you know, since 2015, the Economist cover has been releasing these covers. It's been getting really popular ever since 2015. As you know, I've done videos breaking down these covers, and some of these covers, they have things that they expect to happen on the following year, like what happened in 2015, 16, and so on, all the way up to 2021. These magazines, they have what is called predictive programming. You just pause the video right here and look at the definition of what predictive programming is. Basically, it's just they show you on either TV or a magazine or a book. They show you what's going to happen, but in your subconscious, you're already used to it. You already programmed for it, so when it happens, you can just accept it like whatever. But you can just look at the definition right here. And this is what they do with these covers. In these covers, they have a ton of symbolism. Again, they use predictive programming. Also, they use a lot of chaos magic and sigil magic with these symbols. It's just the way they do it. The occult magic, all these magicians using the chaos and all that stuff, they put into these covers so they can get the people programmed to be ready for what's going to happen the next year. Now, with this video is going to be a two-part video. The first part, I'm just going to break down what I saw in this magazine, the first couple things. The second video, it's going to be talking about more in depth of something I've noticed in this magazine. But let's move on. Alright, move on to the world ahead of 2022, the new magazine for The Economist. Reading at the intro for this magazine, you can read, "Welcome to the world ahead in 2020. Our guide to the coming year. Our correspondents and outside experts consider the new reality that is emerging in the wake of you-know-what, and ask what it means for politics, economics, business, science, and culture." The key word here, the new reality. That's something to consider, my friends. Alright, moving on. While breaking down these magazines, I'm not saying that whatever I'm breaking down and whatever I'm telling you right now, my friends, it's going to happen. This is just my pure speculation. This is my pure opinion. Every time I broke down a couple of these magazines, ever since 2015, I got a couple things right on those, which makes it really scary from what I saw in this magazine for the coming year. Again, it's just my speculation, my opinion, and my thoughts on this cover. Let's move on. While examining this cover, I noticed a couple smaller things, bigger things, and the biggest thing that I noticed, it's going to be on part 2 of this breakdown. First of all, one of the things that I noticed in this breakdown was that this magazine has a lot of red. As you already know, red is a connotation of something negative, like let's say red flags, warning signs, stop signs, warning, and everything. And if you look at the definition of color red, if you look at the negative connotations of the color red, it already tells you it is used to warn people and signal people and caution people for danger. I already mentioned that. That's why the color red is mentioning for a warning or for danger. What are they trying to allude here? Well, they're warning us about something and letting us know ahead of time of what's going to happen. First of all, in this magazine, one of the things in this circle that I noticed, this circle was split into 8 even halves. 8 parts, even parts 8, which reminds me of the 8-pointed star, which is also known as the star of chaos. Are we gonna see any chaos in this coming 2022? We don't know until we go through it, but this is a little bit odd that I noticed. Also, as we're talking about the occult, how they use the sigil magic, chaos magic, the stuff they practice, all the occult symbolism, I noticed that this magazine has the as above, so below symbolism. Telling you, this magazine has a lot of occult meaning for the people that know about this stuff, and they know. That's why they put the as above, so below, a mantra they love to say all the time. Moving on. Also, I noticed that in the circle, it also has is very similar to a sniper's scope. Look at it compared to a sniper scope, but if you look at the middle, it's focusing a lot on 2022. We got 2021 on the left, 2023 on the right. But why is it focusing so much on 2022? What is going to happen this year? You know, it's something for us to think about, especially with a sniper scope telling you, yeah, this is a target. Telling you this is a targeted year. Could it be? I don't know. Now, 2022, if you look at the magazine itself, let me go up there. You see 2022 in red, again warning us about what's going to happen on 2022. 2022 is red. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the crazy stuff that I found, and let's have fun and let's move on. First of all, if you look at this magazine, there's graphs going up, going all crazy, going up, down, It's showing you that there's going to be volatility in the markets. Could it be in the world markets? Could it just be here in the United States? I don't know. Is this a sign of a coming economic collapse? Is it true that in 2022 we might finally see the economy collapse? And we've been seeing a lot of with what happened in 2020. We are still feeling the financial effects from what happened with you know what. So is this a year we're gonna finally see the economies just crumble, and then it's gonna open up to a new type of currency? It's something to think about, but let's move on. Talking about cryptocurrency, right? Digital currency and everything. In this magazine, hidden in plain sight right there, you get to see symbols for different cryptocurrencies. You get Litecoin, you get Ethereum, you get Bitcoin, and you get Cardano. Is this a sign that if the economy collapses, everything is going to be moving to crypto, to digital currency, blockchain, and all that? It seems like it's so, because ever since 2020, with whatever happened, all this skyrocketed. All these cryptocurrencies have been in the news, have been really popular. A lot of people are getting into it. Maybe this is a year where cryptocurrency is gonna get really big. Also, we might get some big news about cryptocurrency, so keep your eyes out for that. Also, looking at this magazine, it seems like it's like very similar to a chip. In my opinion, that is a chip. Are we gonna get some news regarding chips? As you already know, we've been having troubles with getting computer chips, and I think chips are gonna be a main source. I think that this is gonna be a main theme they're gonna be talking about for next year, 2022. It's already starting. If you look at this, Elon Musk's Neuralink to begin implanting microchips in human brains in 2022. It's like a Fitbit for your scope with wires, he said in 2020 demonstration of a prototype. And I did a video talking about Neuralink. It was a while back when this first was being talked about, and I had my opinions about it. I have what I think is going to be a connection between Neuralink, implantable technology, etc. And I have my opinions, so I did a video. So go through my video list and go ahead and check it out. I got a lot of good stuff to show you in that video that I made. Also, talking about chips, the global chip shortage could last until 2023. As you already know, with a lot of cars, brand new cars, gaming consoles, phones, anything electronic, anything that is smart, kind of like smart fridges, smart TVs, we've been seeing a lot of shortages due to the chips. So we might be able to see more news coming up about chips in 2022, so keep your eyes out for that also. One of the two prominent people on this magazine, Xi Jinping and Joe Biden. As you already know, tensions between China and the United States over Taiwan have been to a boiling point where it's getting a little bit scary, my guys. It's like over Taiwan, talking about China trying to invade Taiwan, United States trying to step in and help Taiwan just in case of all that war breaks down. These tensions are just getting really, really bad. So if you look at a couple of articles, it's been happening. China-US tensions put nuclear war back in the spotlight. A nuclear arms race isn't new per se, but it does help refocus our attention on dangers that have long been with us. So that's something for us to just put our attention on. Also, Taiwan trade, tech, and more. Tech, talking about chips again, as we already know, China and Beijing, Taiwan also, they make a lot of chips that all these electronics need. But anyways, The Biden administration has called managing America's relationship with Beijing the biggest geopolitical test of the 21st century. So, I mean, what's going to happen? Tensions, I think, in 2022 are going to keep rising. Tensions are going to get worse between these two countries. So, let's see. Let's really put attention to this. Another thing that I noticed in this magazine, seems like there's like some rocket engines. You know, seems like right there. And then if you see at the red syringe, that symbolizes, that gives it similar to a rocket. Could it be a nuclear rocket? Could it be a space rocket? Are we going to see any type of space news? Any with rockets flying out to space? Could this be a nuclear event? Could this be a nuclear rocket? Are we going to see a nuclear event? Especially with these two countries having the highest tensions ever. You know, we don't know. So we'll just keep our eyes open for that and see what happens. So let's move on. Now, again, looking at Discovery, if you focus on the reds, you know, to me, in my personal opinion, it looks like a nuclear symbol. Talking about the rockets. Could we see a big nuclear event? We don't know. I think it's just very similar to a nuclear symbol, but a lot of people say it looks like the what is it called? Resident Evil, the umbrella symbol, also for the lab, you know, where. But I just think it's a little bit more to the nuclear symbol than anything else. Another thing that I noticed on this magazine is you see on Joe Biden's next to his head, you see a graph spiking up, you know, and right behind the graph, you see what you see. And you already know what I'm talking about. Could this mean cases are going to be spiking up? Are we going to see new variants? Are we going to see new, or even an entire new, you know what, could be coming into the world stage on 2022? You know, I mean, this graph is telling us it could be, you know, how things have been going on since 2020. I don't discard it off the table at all. So let's keep an eye out for that. Also, on this magazine, you also see two syringes in the middle right here in this graph. Could the spikes, could the new, you know what's coming up in the world stage, is there going to be need for new magic potions? Because it seems like these two syringes right here are injecting what it looks to me to be molecules. Are these new magic potions, are these going to be affecting us at a molecular level? Are they going to be changing us on a molecular level? You know, we might be seeing some news about this, but we'll see. Now, with everything that I just said, this is just the small stuff that I was able to see on this magazine. I know there's a lot more people that break down these magazines. A lot more people do it. Maybe I missed a couple of things, but this is the things that really caught my eye. The smaller things, but you know, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a part 2, and this part 2 is gonna be really important. When I was going through this magazine, when I was sifting through everything, when I was investigating it, I saw something that really caught my attention, and it's of the utmost importance for me to let you know what that is. That's why I'm saying stay tuned for the video. Most likely it's going to be uploaded right after this video. Stay tuned, my friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you just stumbled across this video. Give it a like, share, and if you have anything to say, please comment. And if you already subscribed to the channel, please give a little click in the bell, so every time I upload a video, it gives you a new notification. Also, thank you and see you next time. May God bless you all. Peace.